Good day, everybody. Thanks for joining me. I'm in the Orlando airport. I'm just about getting ready to fly to Texas. I'm going to be doing a lecture this week in Texas, in Prosper, Texas. If you're interested in coming, my number is 469-861-8884 or 469-861-9454. And it's free. And I'll be doing it in Prosper, Texas. And then I'll be going to Kelowna, British Columbia the following week and doing a lecture at the Royal Anne Hotel right on Bernard Street. Again, that is free. All right, and you can call 855-900-4544 and extension 0, and they'll tell you when it's going to start. But I always start my lectures at 6:30. So it's a meet and greet if you want to come and meet me, you want to talk to me, and then at 7 o'clock we'll start the lecture. Okay, so here it is. Are you ready? Parasites come in all forms. Now understand something. You're not going to believe this, but 98% of the population have parasites. That is a lot of parasites. Remember something. Your inner terrain decides what lives there. And those parasites are not going to pack up and leave until you bring your vibration up on an emotional and physical level. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, 95 to 98% of the population will never be able to bring their vibration up high enough because the actual standard of living is so low vibrational on planet Earth. Let me just tell you something right now. And it is so easy to actually program a human being to actually become a human doing and actually poison themselves. Now, everybody thinks that, you know, long as I don't eat contaminated food or bad food, I'll never have parasites. Well, understand something. How many of you, 99% of all the parasites that people have to struggle with in their life actually are born and bred in your body. Now, depending on the emotional poisoning that you do to yourself, and I said you do to yourself, okay? Now, understand something. I just want to make this really short because it's I could be here for like hours. The reality is the subconscious brain was manipulated. I truly believe that because the subconscious brain, remember something, 70 to 90% of all your beliefs come from 0 to 7, and understand something. Our parents didn't know how to feed themselves, treat themselves, love themselves, care for themselves. So understand, you're going to go, most of us are going to go throughout their lives thinking that this is as good as it gets, and you haven't even started to scratch the surface of your brilliance, of your genius, of your God creation, imagination. And if you're not willing to stretch your brain every day and change by 1% every day, then you're not even living, as far as I'm concerned. Now understand something. You hatch 99% of all the parasites. You create them in your body. Parasites come in your body at all shapes and all forms, depending on the emotional toxicity and the combination of foods that you call food that aren't food. Remember something, 90% of all the food that we eat today, the majority of the population, not me, do I look like it? 90% of the population, no, not 90. 95% of the population eats food that never existed 90 years ago, and that's why 90% of all the diseases today that exist never existed 90 years ago, and there is no diseases. Understand, once you have a chronic disease, you have parasites. You actually have them before that, but if you're dealing with any type of chronic condition, they call it a chronic disease, then you have parasites. So just know that. And to do a parasite cleanse from the doctor is not going to work. Did you hear what I just said? Or most herbal parasites are not going to work because parasites, even in your digestive tract, they get under the lining and they hook their teeth into you, and then they suck off the nourishment of your body. They're in your blood, they're in your brain, they're in every organ, and they love those areas. Now, understand, you'll have them in your lungs. That's why you have breathing disorders. So understand, wherever you have dis-ease means you're out of harmony, means that tissue is vibrating low. Remember something. How low are you going to vibrate? I mean, if I wanted to go out dewworm hunting when I was younger, I would have to go and grab the dewworm because he was kind of in the ground still. Well, dewworms and worms vibrate very low. You need to get that. So how emotionally low do you vibrate? Okay, are you depressed? Okay, do you have anxiety all the time? Are you angry all the time? The more negative you are, the more chance that you have worms. The next thing is Everything you eat, drink, and think comes into the body and leaves, but the vibration stays. So you create a vibration to actually grow these worms. So understand this. What type of vibration and how much light and what kind of frequency are in the foods that you eat. Do you get this? You need to understand this. So understand, your family is never going to eat right. Your friends are never going to eat right, but you think you're eating right because you compare yourself to the majority. And there's the problem. Now understand something. I'm going to come back on here and I'm going to continue this talk on parasites. I just got called that I need to board. And understand, I'm going to come back on here, but here's the deal. If you have any type of illness, any kind of symptoms, you've got parasites. Now, I'm going to be talking about, when I come back on here, I don't know if I can do it today. Maybe I'll do it when I get to Atlanta. If there's a long enough period, I will continue this, part 2. But understand, please look up black gold, black diamond, and daily cleansing tea. If you do these on a daily basis, I promise you, you'll get rid of your heavy metal poisoning, you'll get rid of your parasites. Don't believe people when they say do a parasite deep cleanse. Why do you want to just get rid of them to have them come back? You got to change your personality to change your reality. You got to change your diet because your diet's a riot, and you've created a manure pile inside of your body. Every manure pile has worms. Every manure pile has bad bacteria. Every manure pile has fungus. And understand something. Most people here, they're walking manure piles, and I'm not trying to pull them down. I'm not trying to put them down. But understand, people will eat garbage. I mean garbage. Not even low vibrational food. 90% of the food out there isn't even food anymore. It's just there to poison you. I'm going to come back on here when I have time. And it might be in Atlanta when the flight stops, or I'll do it when I get to Texas, and that would be about 4 o'clock this afternoon. But I'm going to come back on and I'm going to redo this, okay? I promise. Yeah, because I got a board right now. But the reality is guess what? The invisible becomes the physical. The psychological overrules the biological. And guess what? If you're a self-loathing, okay, fearing, okay, or depressive person, then you've got worms, okay? Remember something. Vibration is everything. If you want to set these things packing, then what you think, what you drink, what you eat has to be high vibrational. You will never hear of Dr. Wolfe ever having a disease, because a disease is just a symptom that you went to different practitioners. They don't know what the hell they're doing. Did you hear what I said? They don't know what the hell they're doing. When somebody comes to us, we give a money-back guarantee on our consults and all our treatments. Why? Because our stuff works. And the reality is this, if you've got any heavy-duty addictions, and I mean addictions to sugar, alcohol, vaping, toking, smoking, dairy products, you've got worms. That's it. That's it. You've got worms, okay? And understand something. You've got to understand this, that, yes, dairy's a poison. Don't care if it's organic. Don't care if it was free range. You can give me whatever you want, but it's a poison. And I hope to come on there and do maybe a 40-minute, 1-hour talk on parasites, and I'll prove to you that I'm right. Okay, I will never have parasites. I vibrate too high, and I do daily cleansing tea. I do black gold, and I do black diamond every day. And my stuff is the best for heavy metals and parasite cleansing for the blood, the brain, and the digestive tract. Understand something. They don't care. They want you to be full of worms. They want you to be sucked out emotionally and physically, and those are the walking parasites, and we'll get into that as well. I gotta go because Lori's just going to freak out. Wouldn't want to miss our plane. Okay, anyways, I'll catch you later.